When we work in the garden, we know our back gets to hurt. We know our knees get to hurt. And it was the same thing 400 or 500 years ago when people were making cobblestone streets. And that's when they invented the cobblestone setter's stool, a one-legged stool. Well, actually, really, it's a three-legged stool. It's just two of them are yours. And it allows you to lean to the right, lean to the left, lean forward, not get your knees dirty, and not hurt your back. And I want to show you how to make one. I'd been looking for the materials to make my cobblestone setter's stool for quite a while. And then I went to a yard sale and found this broken porch post, 50 cents. I'll be able to make 3 stools out of it, but today I'll just make the one. This section will form the leg. Went to the hardware store and bought a treated finial. It'll form the rounded foot of my stool. And of course, an ordinary treated 2x12 is going to work for the seat. Of course, a 2x12 is only 11 inches wide, so the center of our round circle will be 5.5 inches from the side. And then, using our compass, we mark a nice, neat, round circle on it. And then, with a Saber saw, we'll cut it out as carefully as possible. Now, once we've got the seat cut out, we have the option of sanding it smooth, cupping it out a little bit, staining it or painting it, whatever. The finish work is up to you. The next step is to cut the leg. Remember that we've got this old porch post and we want to utilize some of the decorative aspects of it. So I want to cut it through here and utilize these rings. What's important now is that the foot is about 4 inches. The post then needs to be about 8 because the total length on our stool leg is 12 inches. Cut it very carefully and get it square. Now the 8-inch section of our stool leg will be seated on the stool seat this way. Then the finial will go on top of that. Of course, the whole thing is upside down at this point. What we have to do now is plan on bolting it together. And the way we're going to do that is to use a brace and bit and drill a hole halfway through the seat that will accommodate this washer. We want to be able to recess the head of the bolt so that, frankly, we don't catch our pants on it and tear them. So we need a brace and bit. Now I've got a set. And for this job, we'll need an 11/16 bit. This is kind of an archaic carpenter's tool, but it still does a great job for what we want. Now I only want to drill the hole with the brace and bit deep enough to accommodate the head of the bolt and the washer. And once I've done that, then I need to drill the hole all the way through in order to accommodate the shank of the bolt. There. Now with the hole drilled all the way through, we can place the bolt and the washer in the countersunk hole all the way through, recessed head. The next thing we have to do is drill pilot holes both for this bolt and the one in the finial. And that's just a matter of approximating the center and drilling straight down into the wood. This old porch post probably isn't perfectly round, so you don't need to worry about being perfectly centered. Next, we'll put a layer of glue on the top of our stool leg and bolt the seat to the leg. Not only the bolt, but the glue will keep our stool together and strong. The bolt and the glue will hold our stool together and keep it strong. We want to fit the parts together tightly, so we need to use a ratchet. And after we get this countersunk, we can fill the hole and cover the bolt with some wood filler. Once we've screwed the finial in place, all that will remain is to put a hand strap on it so it's easy to hang up and store as well as carry with you about the garden. I'm going to use a piece of nylon strap for the handle. Just a little bit of this for the handle, and this is ready for serviceable work in the garden. They're extremely functional. They give you a great range of motion in the garden, save your knees, save your back. And if you're any good at woodworking at all, or if you know someone who is, you could turn one out on a lathe. 12-inch wide seat, 12-inch height, round foot, so that you can pivot around. A good gift for anyone you'd like to keep comfortable in the great outdoors.